guys, Jennifer here, and welcome to the Family Fudge. Well, you guys, it's that time of year again. All the summer activities are over, the kids are back in school, and that means it's time for me to get back to my dinner routine. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 3 easy and time-saving meal ideas perfect for busy nights. And I'd like to thank the National Pork Board for sponsoring today's video. Now, one of the ways I love to save time when it comes to making dinner is to cook up one big piece of meat and then use that meat in different dinners during the week. Now, one of the things I love to use for these meals is pork, because number one, it's so easy to change up the flavor of the pork to suit the meal that you want to make. You can use different seasonings, different marinades, there's so many options. And number 2, pork is also very budget friendly, and it's a really great option for feeding a large crowd or to use in meal prepping and freezer meals. And number 3, it's super easy to prepare without a lot of prep work. For all of the dinners I'm sharing in this video, you don't even really need a recipe to make them. They're that easy. Now, there are lots of different cuts of pork that you can use, but today I chose to use pork shoulder. And this one is about 4 pounds, which is a really good size for making several different meals. The thing I like about this cut of meat is that it's super easy to put in your slow cooker or your electric pressure cooker. Of course, with this piece of meat, you could go ahead and cut it into smaller pieces, but you really don't have to. Now, since I'm going to be using this one piece of meat to go into several different recipes, I want to keep the seasonings kind of universal. So I'm going to be adding some garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper, of course. I'm going to go ahead and mix all of my seasonings together and then rub it on the outside of the pork. This is going to add so much awesome flavor. Now, when it comes to cooking this large piece of meat, there are 2 ways I like to do it. The first being my trusty slow cooker. I can just put the entire piece of meat right in there. I don't even have to cut it up. I just cook it on low for about 8 to 10 hours. And then the other way that I've recently fallen in love with is using my electric pressure cooker. Of course, this makes meal prepping a lot faster. I add about a cup of water. You could also use apple juice if you prefer. And then I just cook mine on manual for about 60 to 75 minutes. But really, you guys, when it comes down to it, no matter which way you choose to cook your meat, the cooking time really depends on how big the piece of meat is. Now, once this is completely done cooking, it should be nice and tender and easy to pull apart. And it's also really easy to remove any excess fat. I definitely don't like to keep that in there. Now, once I have this completely shredded up, I can either use it right away, or sometimes what I'll do is portion it up into several different freezer bags and then stick it into the freezer. That way I can quickly pull it out. That way I can throw it into a recipe whenever I need it. Super convenient. Let's move on to 3 different easy recipes that you can make with this meat. First up, I'm going to be making some delicious pulled pork sandwiches, and I like to use a Hawaiian style barbecue sauce. This has a little bit of teriyaki flavor in there, also pineapple juice and ginger. It is delicious. So what I'm going to do is mix about a pound of the shredded pork, and I'm going to add in that Hawaiian barbecue sauce. Then I like to add this meat to a lightly toasted bun. Next, I add some lettuce, a few slices of purple onion, maybe 1 or 2 pineapple rings, and then I top it all off with a little drizzle of extra barbecue sauce. This one is such a delicious combination. It's a little bit sweet, it's a little bit tangy. This is definitely a kid-friendly meal as well. Next up, I'm going to be making a cheesy pork burrito with cilantro lime rice. Now, I used to only get cilantro lime rice when I was eating out, but I was so surprised to learn that it's actually really easy to make at home, especially if you have an electronic pressure cooker. Now, I do actually have a recipe on how I make this cilantro lime rice, and I'll go ahead and put a link in the description box if you want to check that out. And another great tip for you guys, did you know that you can actually cook up a bunch of rice and then freeze it? That's right, just like you can freeze the fully cooked pork, you can also freeze fully cooked rice. So I'm definitely making extra cilantro lime rice. I'll go ahead and put it into freezer bags. Then whenever I need it, I can just pull it out of the freezer, defrost it, heat it up, and it will be ready to go. So now I've assembled all of my favorite burrito making ingredients. Let's throw some together. Now for this, I like to use the extra large tortillas. I like to add some of that shredded pork, lots of cilantro lime rice, lots of cheese, some black beans. I also love to add some salsa, and then finally I top it all off with a little bit of sour cream, and to give this extra flavor I love to squeeze a little bit of lime juice into the sour cream, and then add a few dollops to my burrito. And finally, one of my favorite dinner options is a barbecue style pulled pork salad. Now sometimes I will make just one individual bowl of salad, or other times I'll make a huge family-sized bowl. So first I'm going to add my favorite salad mix. This comes with the lettuce, there's also carrots and some cabbage in there. Then what I like to do is throw in some spinach leaves as well. This is a great way to get your kids to eat spinach if they don't think they like it, is go ahead and mix it with the salad. That works really well in my house. And now it's time to add all the delicious toppings to this salad. Of course I'm going to be starting with the pulled pork, and I did go ahead and mix this with a little bit of just plain barbecue sauce. So on goes the pork, and then I have lots of other yummy toppings. Things like thinly sliced onions, some shredded cheddar cheese, an avocado, and check out this really fun avocado slicer, you guys. I recently picked this up at the grocery store. Wasn't quite sure it would work, but it does. It actually works pretty well. I'm also adding some tomatoes, and I'm opting for the cherry tomatoes so that those kids that don't like tomatoes can easily pick them out. And then instead of using croutons on this salad, I thought it would be really delicious to use some of these crispy onions instead. Now these are actually the type that you might put on your green bean casserole at Thanksgiving, but if you've never tried them on a salad, you totally should. They are seriously good. Now for my salad dressing, I'm keeping it really simple. I'm just going to use equal parts ranch dressing and more of our favorite barbecue sauce. I'm just going to mix the two together. It's super quick and easy, and the whole family loves it. Okay guys, I hope you like these dinner ideas. Give this video a big thumbs up if you'd like to see more videos like this. And don't forget to hit that red subscribe button if you're new. And remember, pork is simple and convenient to prepare, so make it part of your meal routine. I want to thank the National Pork Board for sponsoring today's video. Visit pork.org/cooking to learn more.